Good morning. I would like to do a tarot reading for you today. I'm really feeling there's a lot of energy and communication coming from just our guides and angels right now. And I'm feeling very clear. I'm feeling very clear today. So I'm feeling that I want to clear your energy. Hi, Ladybug. There's my Ladybug. Clearing your energy. I just did a sound healing before this, just to kind of raise the vibration of the frequency of the reading. Make sure that we're getting clear connection, clear communication, and I'm not just reading the disharmonies, but really guiding you and giving you the next steps of what I see in your potential path. All of my readings, I would say, take with a grain of salt. They should resonate deeply with you. It shouldn't be new information. So whatever rings true for you, allow that to be your truth. But also what I say, take with a grain of salt. I'm not meant to tell you exactly what to do, but I can tell you what the next steps are in terms of the frequency that I read within your energy. It's potential energy. It's not if you change this will happen. This is typically wherever your energy is right now. This is the outcome that I see based off of the steps that you're wanting to take, you're desiring to take right now, if you and I were to not have this conversation today. But also when I read, and I do tend to tap into the disharmonies, if you feel that it resonates with you and you acknowledge it, you actually release those disharmonies because there's not attachment or resistance to it anymore. Before the reading, there may have been attachment or resistance. When you can acknowledge and accept something is happening to you, you're actually releasing, you're detaching from it. So let's see. Let me just prepare. Computer light on.
Okay.
Please connect with our guides and angels. Please allow us to know the activations, the disharmonies, any blockages. Allow us to understand the energy around the situation at hand of the question asked. I will be reading reversals as well. What do we need to know? Feeling like you're fighting everything. Typically there's a battle. You feel like everyone's coming after you. That's being released right now because it's reversed. So that's great. We're reading this from the perspective of me looking at it. So yours would be reversed. This one is right side up. This is the Four of Swords, meaning things are being laid to rest. So it's showing that we're being released from struggle in both cards. That's confirmation. Beautiful, wonderful energy, strong energy. Could feel like recently there was a lot of struggle. It feels like the past 6 months were a struggle. With the collective energy, what I've been realizing is the past 3 to 6 months, the collective energy has been shifting into a new root chakra. So we've been expanding. So the root chakra is really the first chakra of the 7 chakra system. Whenever we balance our energy, we go from the bottom chakra up. Whenever we manifest, we're going from the top chakra down. So the collective was really going through this shift, this major, huge shift in energy 3 to 6 months ago, where it feels like we were recalibrating our system for a brand new beginning, but as a collective together. So the past 3 to 6 months could have felt very unnerving, very ungrounded. And now we're actually last 2 months or so really integrating that grounded energy. Now we have been healing the sacral energy the past 2 or so months. And now since the sacral is being balanced, the sacral is deeply connected with the throat chakra. That's our emotional capacity, sexuality, creativity, and partnership for the second chakra, and pleasures in life. And that's deeply connected with the throat chakra. If our sacral chakra is off, we cannot really manifest and express to the extent that we would like to. If the sacral's off, the throat chakra cannot really thrive and manifest the way that it's supposed to, or we cannot creatively express the way that we're wanting to. So the sacral energy has been balanced, and now we're really allowing ourselves to enjoy the throat chakra, because the heart's been balanced, the solar plexus has been balanced. So the next chakra really to work on is the throat chakra. This is our time to really step into the energy and express. So since that's balanced, some of us will be going into the third eye, which it's just a matter of manifesting and trusting the process. Some of us will be doing the work in the throat a little bit longer. So if you're getting sore throats, if you're getting congestion, if you're getting any of those physical disharmonies, it just means that your system's recalibrating. I really believe that the physical manifestation is really coming from the alignment or the blockages in the mental and then the emotional body. So that's just like, if it's in the physical aspect, you're clearing out some really, really deep stuff. So just thought that I needed to tell you about that, the downloads that I've been really receiving in that. Now it's time for tarot. What do you have? So we have the Six of Wands. This is like a level of triumph. It feels like you're finally feeling good in the energy that you're in, that you've been receiving pretty much the last like 2 to 3 months. You're finally grounded in that energy. It feels like you're getting a level of recognition. It feels like you're above the problem. So there was a lot of problems unfolding, and it kind of feels like, oh, this is a moment that I can breathe. And it shows, there's some people that are going through like major successes that it's like, wow, everything's finally falling into place. And then there's other people where it just feels like trouble after trouble, problem after problem. And it finally feels like there's just a moment for you to rest and kind of just breathe. So there's multiple layers to that. We're going to get this card again, which is the Five of Wands, and it is reversed again. So it's saying, hey, the struggle's behind you. And this is something that you can feel that it's confirming your energy for you. But if you're still feeling in struggle and you get this card, I'm telling you, the struggle is over. So it is up to you if you want to believe that or not. Whatever you would like that story to be, you get to keep that story. So if you want to believe that it's over, or if it's still continuing, then that's up to you. But we've received 2 cards, pretty much 3 cards supporting this energy that the struggle's over. Let go. Release it, okay? And then about 2 weeks from now, you're going to be faced with decisions to make, but it feels like, the waters are calming down. It feels like you're getting closer to making that decision. The Two of Swords is really blindfolded and balanced. So you do have a sense of balance in order to make this decision, but it still feels like you're blindfolded. That's not always a good... There's 2 ways that I could read this card, but the way that I'm reading it right now is you're not wanting to be blindfolded. You're wanting to see clearly what the result is, but you have to understand that in order to balance 2 swords while blindfolded, it takes a lot of trust. So this is where you go into the third eye and you really allow yourself to trust. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what comes in your path. You don't have to trust that person. You don't have to trust that situation. You have to trust yourself. And when we can allow ourselves that full trust within ourselves, I know you've got it. I know anything that comes up, I know you can handle it. And that's the energy we need to have towards ourselves. We need to really trust ourselves again. We're regaining that trust, but we're in a new energetic cycle where it's very challenging to trust something that we don't know or see, but it's energy, it's patterns. We're going to always be able to trust ourselves in this space where we're having courage to step into. We have to trust ourselves, and we have to know that we're going to always do our best in the situation to guide and lead ourselves, because other people believe in us to guide and lead them. So if the community trusts you, maybe you should trust yourself too. So then we have the Page of Wands. Lots of wand energy. Wand is really about building, like building your future, building this foundation, building this life. Page of Wands. So it's saying, hey, you feel like this level of innocence stepping into this new chapter, like you don't really know what you're doing, but you have this curious innocence where you don't always need to know what you're doing, but if you have the courage and the curiosity, that is everything. You don't really need much more. Just have the courage and the curiosity right now, and I promise you're going to enjoy yourself. Then the bottom situation is the Page of Swords. So this is reversed. This was reversed for me, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords reversed. We have the Page of Wands and Page of Swords as well. So there's a lot of this curious, innocent energy coming up, which is very beautiful. I love Page energy because unless it's a relationship reading, I love the Page energy. So Page of Swords, it's showing that you don't really trust in yourself to make these decisions that are coming up. In 2 weeks, there's a decision that it feels like you're getting closer to make. But right now, in this moment, it's showing the Page of Swords. So you're not having the courage to really step in to make that decision. And it feels really scary. But since this energy is blocked, know that in 2 weeks, this energy is going to be balanced. So you're coming into that balance. You're coming into that clarity. Just allow yourself, again, to be curious and courageous. And this energy of being reversed is going to unblock itself. In the past, the Empress. In the past, you were in this divine feminine energy where it felt really beautiful. Typically, the Empress, it's like the female of fertility and whatnot. And the way that I'm going to read this is just things were flowing a couple of weeks ago. It actually feels like it's not a couple of weeks ago, because this is the past. This was about 3 months ago. Things felt very aligned. It felt like financially, it felt like things were really flowing. It felt like things were coming in. It felt like things were extremely aligned. It felt like, maybe people were coming to you for answers. It felt like things were just really, really great. But there was this complacency that you were in. And once you acknowledged it, the energy around you started to shift, and it felt a little bit turbulent. But you have to understand it's been turbulent because things needed to shift. When everything shifts, it doesn't feel good. Think of when you're a kid, there's growing pains, It's not always going to feel great and vibrant to grow, but you're going to grow and it's going to hurt sometimes. It's going to feel a little bit challenging sometimes. But that's why we have the spiritual tools to really be able to support us and to get us back to comfort a little bit easily. And then we have the Magician card right now. So I love the Magician. The Magician is the first of the major arcana. The Fool card is this is the number 1 of the major arcana. Fool is 0, which is the very first card of the major arcana. The Magician is pretty much that you have all of the tools, you have all of the abilities to be able to accomplish what you want to. So if you look on the table here, you have all of the elements. You have all of your tools right there. You have your finances, you have your emotional capacity, you have your decision-making ability, you have your building ability. So you really have that, and then you have this beautiful harvest, or just like these flowers that are blossoming. And whenever you look at the cards and you have these full flowers and roses that are blossoming and lilies, you know that it's abundant. So you're already in this level of abundance. This wasn't reversed. This wasn't blocked. This is just pure bliss, pure beauty of like, you're going to triumph. You're going to get out of this. If anything, you're already out of this. It's just a matter of changing that perspective. If you keep your limitations, or if you stay in the same mindset of your limitations, you get to keep them. And just keep that in mind. Whatever you believe, that's going to be your reality. So we have the star card, but it's reversed. Usually the star card for me means like just good luck. You have all of this energy pouring into your life. It even feels like other people are pouring into your life. People are really believing in you. People are really like not betting on you, but it's just like figuratively, people are really investing their energy into you. They're really cheering you on. And there's a blockage emotionally, feeling like, people aren't here to support me. I have to do this on my own. So there's like that critic where it just thinks that nobody really wants to support you. Other people have it easier. Other people get more support than you. No, like they're looking out for you. They're putting that beautiful energy towards you. They're really believing in you. So this is the time to switch that into a new reality of you are fully supported. You are fully loved. And remember, when we recognize these reversals, it shifts. It goes upright. And now we have this energy where we already had this energy, but now we're aware of this energy. So those reversals change. And then we have the 8 of Swords. So your fears are, you're blindfolded, you're bound, you can't see your way out of a problem. That's your fear. Your fear is what happens if I step into a problem. You'll be able to navigate. Okay, so whenever we're in the past or whenever we're in the future energetically or just thinking about it, we're going to end up in some type of disharmony or anxiety, right? Or depression, or just not being able, or just anxiety really. If we allow ourselves to be in the present moment and a problem comes up, we're always going to be able to solve it. We have to, we have to. It's in our energy now. It's right in front of it. So it's time. So there's a lot of anticipating issues. There's a lot of, I'm not going to take that step because what if? And that's messed up. Imagine just not moving in life because you're scared or you have these fears. When you have that courage and you step into it and it doesn't go right or it doesn't go the way that you would ideally like to a couple of times, I promise you it's going to shift until you understand your footing. You will understand how to step and how to navigate in the future, but you have to have the courage now in order to muster up that courage for when it actually matters. Sometimes we go through problems where it's like, okay, well, if I fluff up right now, it's not even that big of an issue because no one's here to see, or there's less people to see and it's not that big of a crowd, or we just right now we have the room to practice. We have the room to fluff up if we need to. And that's beautiful. So I'm kind of getting this vision of, it could be performing, it could be putting yourself out there in front of people. It could even be as simple as going to network and socialize to make new friends, or even dating. Some people, 25% of the people I'm reading for right now, it's really dating, having the courage to get out there again and to date. And a lot of the time it's not about just finding that person, but it's about enjoying your experience. What's the point of, for this example, what's the point of dating if you're not enjoying yourself, you're not enjoying the experience? Don't do things that you're not enjoying the experience. For me, if it's sound healing and I'm trying to do something different and new, I'm going to practice. I'm going to, just like I did before this call or before this recording, I did a sound healing, but it wasn't for this or for that or for this person. It was for me. It was for me to receive that balancing of energy because I enjoy it. So get back to the curiosity, the courage, and the joy of your craft, whatever that might be. Get back to the joy and the curiosity of getting to know someone for the first time, whether it be romantic or platonic. So we're getting rid of this fear. Because when we start making decisions and we step in our courage and our energy, that's when we receive our power back. And we receive this card again. So it's beautiful because when I first did the reading, we had both of these cards and they showed up. I shuffled everything, got them again. So love that. So things are laid to rest. That's your literal environment. Things are being laid to rest. So you can rest. You can get that sleep. It feels like for some of you, dream time is coming back really strong. I know my dreams are always pretty vivid, but the past couple of weeks, they've been extremely vivid. Probably the last week or so, week and a half. I had a beautiful dream last night. So here, this is your X factor, what you may not realize. Typically, this is the travel card, or this is like getting away from a problem, resolve. This is blocked right now, so you really fear that something will not be resolved. You really fear you're not going to be able to travel or have the expenses for the travel that you're really desiring for really next year. So, or that things aren't going to work out for you in terms of travel. So there's just a lot around traveling or resolving a problem. So now that we recognize that and you're able to connect with that, it becomes upright. So it's time to travel. It's time to enjoy the resolve of those issues and have this freedom to be able to adventure. It's kind of what the energy is here. It also feels like some people are really, there's some relationships that I'm reading on right now that some people are really stepping up. They're really taking care of their partner. Maybe their partner didn't feel like they were being taken care of, and now you're taking care of that partner. Because that's right here. There's this person stepping into the masculine energy and really taking care of the family now. And lastly, the Death card, which the Death card is, I feel very vibrant and amazing. Not vibrant, but it's very transformative is what I should say. A lot of people think like, oh, literal death. I don't read tarot based off of like literal death like that. I see this as like the death and the rebirth. This is, you're in the final stage of just like, it's happened. It's happened. You can grieve. You can grieve the past life that you were in, but you came to a decision where you said, this isn't working for me anymore. Whether it be the relationship, whether it be the friendships, whether it be anything that you are ending and you are letting go of that was not serving a higher purpose for you, that's coming to an end. This is like the ultimate purge. This is the ultimate, let's say, spring cleaning kind of. We're getting rid of all of that old and we have the capacity for bringing in more. There's a lot going on. There was a lot that was activated with the Gemini full moon last Monday, and really that's releasing a lot. It's bringing up a lot of relationship stuff. I don't know that it's like the Gemini full moon per se, but astrologically there's a lot going on that is bringing up relationship stuff. Every one of my clients, relationship stuff. I'm wanting that partner, but I don't want to date. Like some people being extremely unhappy in a relationship, and then now they're actually voicing it and they're transforming their relationship because they're having these conscious conversations. Some people leaving the relationship that hasn't been serving them. People just finally stepping into this level of love and respect and compassion towards themselves, but also towards their partner. I don't see a lot of people just breaking up. I see a lot of people having those conscious conversations, and if the partner isn't reciprocating that level of consciousness back to them and willingness to change, that's when I see relationships ending. Other than that, I see a lot of relationships where the person is stepping up and being extremely conscious and wanting those things, but also communicating what they're wanting too. And these people are able to work together. So I see that a lot with my clients right now. And I'm super excited to see these transformations and these relationships that, have felt good, but not felt amazing. And now they're feeling just so vibrant, and people saying, why didn't I have the courage to do this sooner? It's not about that. That wasn't the time. Now is the time. So really grateful to see that. And then also with friendships also, where's the reciprocity in your community? Do you have reciprocity in all of your relationships, romantic, platonic? And then also work endeavors. I feel like some people are going through work endeavors where they're saying, where can I release my energy? Where am I too deeply attached to certain projects, certain expectations, certain old desires I used to have, and I'm really trying to make it work now, but I'm realizing I'm a different person. Specific message, like there was a dream you had like 2 years ago, and now you're getting the opportunity now, and you're realizing that it's not as sweet as you thought it would be, and it's not aligning with the life that you've cultivated and created right now. So you might be stepping away from that project, or not really stepping away, but detaching yourself from feeling like shame or guilt that, hey, I should enjoy this more. Maybe I'm not being grateful enough. It's not about that. It's just you've changed a lot. You've evolved a lot as a person, and you're releasing a lot, but you're realizing just you're a different person, and you've grown tremendously into the person that you want to be. And that's very beautiful in itself. So that's all I have for the reading for today. If you'd like to go deeper and have a personal reading, I do private one-on-one sessions for 1 hour. And then also I do energy healing, energy alignments, energy readings as well. So if you ever need support on your path, feel free to reach out on Instagram. Key Vibes, KIVIBES, and just reach out to me there. Thank you so much, and I hope this resonated for you, this message. Have a beautiful and vibrant end of your year. Bye.